Studio 31.
You're watching 9 and 10 News, Northern Michigan's news leader.
First at 11, Governor Gretchen Whitmer will give the State of the State address tomorrow night in Lansing, and she does have a lot to address. From education and jobs to a large state budget surplus, expect the governor to identify the direction her administration and the Democratic majority House and Senate want to take Michigan in the years ahead. Those who we talked to today say that they are planning to watch the address, and the issues like the economy, energy, gun laws, border security, and our kids' futures are topics that they want to see a plan for. Others point to public education and child care as being one of the topics that they hope the governor talks about.
I hope she addresses the economy. I'm interested to see what she has to say, because right now my outlook on the economy is kind of bleak. I'm involved with some things business-wise that I've seen pricing that kind of scares me along the way.
I definitely think that she has improved our state in so many ways, from the roads to education and, depolarizing a lot of the political aspects.
Tomorrow you can watch the State of the State address live with Northern Michigan's news leader. It airs live on our sister station, Local 32, and streaming on our free View It app tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. A live look now downtown Traverse City on the Doppler 9 and 10 Skycam. The streets are looking a little bit clearer now after snow earlier today. Spotty flurries might stick around in some areas tonight. The Lower Peninsula could see some more snow as we work our way into tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Tom O'Hare is here. Tom, what's headed our way?
Well, here's the big picture, Kevin. You can tell there's a bit of a system developing back here towards Arkansas. There's your rainfall going through Tennessee Valley. And of course, the overall advisories and warnings right here, they're really downstate, not here in northern Michigan, but they progress eastbound at the same time. So are you going to see some snow? Yeah, odds are you will. As it rolls on into the region, that's Wednesday 9 a.m. Downstate, getting a bit of snow. Ohio Valley, that mixture is still pushing on through. We get some across the Lower Peninsula, a little bit in the UP for the late morning and throughout the afternoon hours. And that winds up going eastbound, and behind it, winds make a shift. That means some lake effect snow. Lingering pockets out there for Thursday morning. And look right here, another wave of moisture, and behind this is a bigger surge of cold air. That means those highs drop off for Saturday and Sunday. You know, it may not be the greatest or worst areas for skiing out there, but it should be a decent weekend at least for skiers out there this weekend. 8 p.m. on Wednesday, again, snowfall, a coating of snow, maybe a couple inches, 3 to 6 lakeside and downstate as well. I'll talk more about this coming up.
The Northern Strike winter exercise is back again at the Grayling Army Airfield. Soldiers training in the elements. This year, more than 600 military personnel from across the country and from Latvia joined the Michigan Army and Air National Guard to train in the snow and cold. Soldiers from southern states use this opportunity to learn how to use their winter gear for the first time. They say the winter weather in Grayling gives a realistic environment for soldiers to train in, and it's something that keeps them coming back.
They know that it's a valuable skill and that they can take that home back to their units, and they feel confident that the training that they've received here at Camp Grayling, Michigan is a skill that they have that not a lot of people in the military have received.
Northern Strike will wrap up this week. The Ogama County Sheriff's Office is looking for a woman still missing tonight. 34-year-old Sarah Burns was last seen on January 9th in the Prescott area. Clare County deputies say they found her missing car northeast of the Leota area 2 days later. Both sheriff's offices are searching that area with canines and drones. Sarah Burns is 4'9", 111 pounds, with blonde strawberry hair and hazel eyes. If you have any information, contact the Ogama County Sheriff's Office. In an emergency, quick action is imperative to save a life. A downstate police officer called to help a choking baby did not hesitate. Chris Walker has the story from Sterling Heights.
In an emergency, quick action is imperative to help save a life. A Sterling Heights police officer did just that when dispatch was called to help assist a choking baby.
911. Please come to my house right now.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me something be okay. Okay.
Sterling Heights Police Sergeant Anthony Ronsky arrived on scene and took action.
He gets out, runs up, not knowing exactly what was going on. I know the family was very, they were panicking and they were very frantic about the situation, obviously, and we'll get a 1-year-old choking.
She's breathing okay now.
A finger sweep of the mouth ended up removing an object out of the baby's mouth, and the baby ended up breathing and obviously crying.
Sergeant Ronsky rushed to the baby's aid, performing back thrusts to dislodge her airway. The baby was treated by Sterling Heights EMS. Police say not only did Sergeant Ronsky save a life, he also used his skills to calm the situation and comfort the family.
An amazing, heroic effort by Sergeant Ronsky in the mix of a very chaotic scene, and just an outstanding job.
Sergeant Rusky has more than 20 years of experience on the force, and the baby, whose family wishes to remain anonymous, is doing just fine tonight.
It appears to be a random situation.
Authorities in Washington state say the gunman responsible for a shooting at a Circle K in Yakima that left 3 dead took his own life. The suspect allegedly confessed to the murders in a phone call to his mother, according to Yakima police. Investigators say he opened fire early this morning at a Circle K, allegedly shooting 2 people inside the store. Then the suspect is believed to have shot a 3rd person when he left the store. A family member of the suspected gunman told police he was hiding behind a warehouse. Police heard a shot ring out as they arrived on the scene and found the suspect had killed himself. Yakima police are withholding his identity as well as the identity of victims as they investigate. There have been dozens of mass shootings already in 2023, according to the Gun Violence Archive. Several of those have been in California in just the last few days, leaving communities grieving. Max Darrow is in Monterey Park, California, with the latest.
Gun violence is surging in America. Since the new year, there have been at least 40 mass shootings, resulting in at least 70 deaths.
This is the 3rd mass shooting in California in less than a week.
Monday night, 1 person died and 7 others were injured at a gas station shooting in Oakland.
How many more times do we have to look at the front page of our papers, turn on our TVs, and see that someone else has lost a family?
Earlier that day in Half Moon Bay, officers arrested 66-year-old Chun-Li Zhao. The San Mateo County Sheriff's Office says he shot and killed 7 people at 2 mushroom farms.
All of the evidence we have points to this being the instance of workplace violence.
Here in Southern California, the Monterey Park community is mourning and searching for answers after its own mass shooting.
To see it to change like this overnight, like to become so traumatized, really hurt me.
11 people died after a gunman opened fire at a dance studio during a Lunar New Year celebration on Saturday night.
We may never be able to tell them the why, but we want to be able to help them heal from this.
Governor Gavin Newsom visited Monterey Park on Monday and then Half Moon Bay on Tuesday.
And I feared 2 days ago that Monterey Park would give way to other headlines. Little did I know I'd be up here.
Officials in Half Moon Bay say identifying next of kin may prove to be challenging because some were migrant workers. Max Darrow, CBS News, Monterey Park, California.
More classified documents found in a top U.S. official's home. Who it is this time? Coming up. Ukraine continues to ask the world for tanks to fight the Russians. Still ahead, what the U.S. plans to do about that.
And tonight's skies, finding some decent temperatures, nothing super cold, but there is cold coming. I'll have the details coming up next.
The Fish and Game Report is brought to you by Eagles in Falmouth and Reed City.
Invention is an act of determination to go where you couldn't before. Achieve goals that once felt out of reach. That's why Honda engineers didn't just redesign the Pilot Trail Sport. they built the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness. Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
In the heart of America's Dairyland. Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
McLaren Northern Michigan assembled a subspecialty group of orthopedic surgeons that are dedicated to providing excellent care to the community. Whether it's an injury that you've had for multiple years that you've just been limping by with, or it's a new injury that occurred just last week getting out of the car, our team is here to help the community.
Whether you need joint replacement, spine surgery, foot and ankle surgery, or trauma care, our team of local specialists can help. McLaren Northern Michigan, doing what's best.
The top 5 mattress brands plus Purple and Nectar, only at Big Sandy Superstore.
Whatever we do together.
Big Sandy Superstore.
I got your back.
Shop the best selection of Sealy and pressure-relieving Tempur-Pedic with layers of life-changing sleep, software you want it, and firmware you need it. And with up to 6-year special financing and free express delivery, your best sleep begins for around $1 a night. Bigger selection, better financing, free faster delivery. Your Tempur-Pedic and Sealy headquarters, Big Sandy Superstore.
I got your back.
Well, welcome back, everyone. You can tell we've had some change going on today. Had some additional changes to the Doppler 9/10 weather app at the same time. So got a little more information there that we had the last day or so. Now you can get some more school closings, direct links to the weather forecast, what's going on right now, fish and game, lots more stuff, and of course more updates to come in the near future as well. So keep updating, keep checking out, and of course we'll keep giving you the forecast too, which has some snow, be it tomorrow and some Thursday, and then of course that colder weather, the bite in the air that some of you have been waiting for once again. Right here in the Sioux, it's cooling down, but it's not super cold. I mean, for the Sioux, a low is in the teens. That's nothing. That's a typical nighttime low. Of course, here's the big system we've talked about. There's your snow, a touch of rain initially, and then rain and storms on the east side of this system. So it is approaching, but as it goes into our area, it's already going to be cold enough to find just plain old snow. No mixture locally. Downstate, maybe a brief mix, but it's mostly snow. But as it rolls into our area, you're planning on just that snow, but it's not getting here till tomorrow morning. So 8 a.m., a little bit of snow, Big Rapids, Mount Pleasant. That's about it. Up north, clouds around. Winds are not too bad. By noon, 1 p.m., there's your line, roughly Traverse City to Rogers City. Southward, snow's continuing. Up north, couple flurries, brief snow showers, that's about it. And you can see how it rotates roughly at the tip of the mitt down through Traverse City. So the most snow, far eastern counties and downstate. That's 6 p.m. up north. Just some breezes and some flurries. That's moving on out. That's 11 p.m. So drying skies overnight, but with this wind setting up, you'll find a little bit of lake effect. I don't look for a lot of it, but it'll be around tomorrow night, as well as into Thursday. That's the afternoon. You can tell skies are trying to dry out, giving you some sunny breaks, and I'm sure like you, I mean, we need some sunshine. We want a little bit, and anything we can get right now will be fantastic news. So that snow amount, that's through 8 p.m. and right here, that little corridor, basically a trace of snow. That's about it. Right here, maybe an inch or two, and southeast of Mount Pleasant, Saginaw, downstate, a good 3 to 6 inches, maybe a bit more in spots. So if you're traveling downstate tomorrow, you'll want to plan on that extra travel time. Now, as for temperatures, we know right now it's not bad. Mount Pleasant's 32, Prudenville right now, 29 degrees. And the temperature trend maybe a little up and down next couple days, but look at that weekend. And next week as well, certainly getting back below average, highs, teens, some 20s. And while that's being Traverse City, we know some other spots will be cold, and that's just updated right there. So minor tweaks, but there's certainly cold coming your way, northern Michigan. And tonight, not that cold. Nighttime lows, basically 20s. You might find an upper teen here and there, but these are mild nighttime lows. 20s and 30s. Winds are not a problem, just a couple of flurries passing through. Now, tomorrow, the UP, the Straits, flurries, maybe a couple snow showers, Rogers City, out towards Detour Village. Most of your snow is not going to occur till late in the afternoon, evening hours. Here you may find an inch or two, but most of the accumulation eastern counties, southeastern spots. Same idea in the central lower. Mount Pleasant, maybe 2 to 3 inches. Ludington, probably that coating of snow. 7-day. So forecast, yeah, a little snowy at times. Not excessive amounts, but temperatures do drop off, making it truly feel like winter again with that weekend high temperature range, 20s and 13s, and even colder out there in spots on Monday.
Finding what you need on Amazon is actually becoming easier. Coming up, Amazon's latest service that will deliver prescription medication to your door.
The 7-day forecast is brought to you by Williams Chevrolet. See the Auto Owners Insurance Doppler 9 and 10 weather station. Live from the Bingham Insurance Agency in Charlevoix. Auto Owners Insurance, for whatever lies ahead.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important.
And now the same is true in the face of flu.
Influenza has the power to infect millions.
But it's easy to protect yourself, your family, and your community.
The flu vaccine is safe and effective. And with COVID-19 still around,
it's essential. Together we can face flu season head on.
Visit michigan.gov/flu.
As Northern Michigan attorneys, we love looking out for our community. For over 60 years, Gray, Soul, Iacco, and Richards has represented people injured in auto accidents.
That may even include your family, friends, or neighbors. Our focus is to get you the compensation you deserve.
Before you call a billboard attorney, call us first. You'll get through to us right away.
Call the 9 and 10 News Law Helpline for free at 877-MyLaw-43.
What does the classic way mean to us? It's building a relationship with everyone who walks through the door.
Making sure they know service doesn't stop after the sale, and they can trust our workmanship.
Because customer satisfaction is our priority, which is why we've been awarded the top honor by Chevrolet 7 times.
It's our reputation of trust and commitment to our customers. We do it with honesty and integrity every time.
And that's the classic way.
All roads lead to Classic Chevrolet. Prices you'll love, people you can trust.
Check out the 1UP XP show with me, Michael Stevens, aka Flake of Wrath, as I walk you through the growing esports industry to explore everything it has to offer. And there's a lot. So join me every week for this exclusive gaming content.
And another discovery of classified documents in places they don't belong. This time, a lawyer for former Vice President Mike Pence reportedly found documents in Pence's Indiana home. The Justice Department launched a review on top of 2 special counsels investigating documents found at locations connected to President Biden and former President Trump. Emily Schmidt has more on the latest find and search for answers.
It is an unprecedented list. Classified documents found here at former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate, here at President Joe Biden's Delaware home, and now here at former Vice President Pence's Indiana house. All those here's, all theirs to explain.
There's no there.
Pence criticized Biden's lawyers finding classified documents even before the FBI found more.
I don't ever want to diminish the importance of protecting classified documents.
We ought to take it seriously, but there ought to be equal treatment under the law.
Yet Tuesday, it emerged that Pence's lawyers turned over to the FBI about a dozen classified documents found in Pence's Indiana home last week. The White House and Justice Department stayed mum about whether the discovery warrants a third special counsel.
The Department of Justice is independent, and we will not politically interfere.
My answer is going to have to be that I'm unable to comment on this.
Trump defended Pence on social media, while Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer pointed to differences in how Trump and Biden handled questions over documents.
One cooperated fully with the authorities, the other stonewalled for over a year.
Clearly the process is broken.
Count me in for getting this fixed.
Lawmakers are calling for a fresh look at what's classified and how it's handled. Now that 3 leaders cannot say mishandling would never happen here. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
The Biden administration is finalizing plans to send American M1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine. That's according to U.S. officials familiar with the matter. An announcement about the tanks could be part of an attempt to break a diplomatic logjam with Germany, which indicated to the U.S. last week that it would not send its Leopard tanks to Ukraine unless the U.S. also agreed to send M1 Abrams tanks. It's unclear when the Abrams tanks would be delivered. Speaking of delivery, Amazon is expanding its push into healthcare with a $5 per month unlimited generic prescription drug delivery service. The plan is called RX Pass. It includes 60 generic prescription drugs that treat various common conditions like allergies, inflammation, and high blood pressure. Amazon says the delivery service will launch immediately in most states, including Michigan. However, it is not available for customers enrolled in Medicare, Medicaid, or any other government health care program. You don't have to have insurance to get RX Pass, but you do have to have Amazon Prime, which costs $139 a year. An Ohio Highway Patrol trooper saved a cat stranded on the interstate. All she needed was a little help. That's next.
Special report. Spectrum just launched Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are! Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
Because Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest download speeds in the nation.
And the fastest Wi-Fi speeds.
Look, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile with talk, text, and data. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
The Start Something New event is your chance to experience new adrenaline rushes, new ways to get out there, new ways to serve, and new ways to explore. Hurry into your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram dealer for great deals at the Start Something New event.
Now well-qualified returning FCA lessees can lease the 2022 Jeep Compass for $339 a month. Don't miss the Jeep Start Something New event.
Winter weather is keeping students and parents on their toes across northern Michigan. 9 and 10 News is here to help you stay on top of school closures and delays all season long. Tune in to Michigan This Morning, weekdays beginning at 4:30 a.m. to make sure you're prepared for the day ahead. Or get the latest on 9and10news.com or the 9 and 10 News app. School closings are brought to you by Classic Chevrolet. Prices you'll love, people you can trust.
An Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper and a Good Samaritan combined forces to rescue a cat from an interstate, and they just released video of the rescue today. Check it out. Trooper Katie Thomas approaches the cat, who is huddled against a concrete barrier. The feline then scurries away and climbs on top of a tire of her patrol vehicle. Aww. Yeah, Thomas removed the cat with the help of a Good Samaritan and put it in the car's back seat. Now, the lucky cat was taken to the Toledo Humane Society. It has since been adopted, and the cat's new family named it. Any guesses?
No.
Trooper the cat.
I shouldn't have guessed that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
what else? I don't know.
And it's doing great.
It is. It's good to see.
Yeah, also doing great, Tyler with sports.
Yes.
Doing wonderful. Thanks, Kevin. First place in the Lake Michigan Conference was on the line between Boyne City and Traverse City St. Francis. Both teams had perfect records in conference play heading into tonight. Highlights and reaction coming up on Sports Extra.
And our forecast featuring some snow tomorrow, lower peninsula, lingering lake effect on Thursday, back to some snow on Friday. And Kevin, we're talking some cold for the weekend. Look at the low temperatures though. Haven't seen numbers like this in quite a while.
Yeah, some really chilly nights, but also some chances for some sunshine.
Yeah, I think Thursday has a decent chance right now.
I look forward to that. Thanks, Tom, and thank you so much for joining us. Sports Extras coming up next. Have a great night.
Hi, folks. It's time for Evil's Porktacular Whole Hog Sale. Buy a whole hog for just $1.69 a pound hanging weight. Cut and vacuum pack, just how you like it. Get yours.
Sausage, chop, bacon.
Go to evilsgiveaway.com for a chance to win all this pork in this freezer.
This is the year to go hog wild over our bacon. From Evil's General Store in beautiful downtown Falmouth and uptown Reed City.
Is your home sending you warning signs? Musty smells, moisture, wall cracks, uneven floors, doors and windows that stick. These can be warning signs of foundation and crawl space problems. But one call can be the answer. For 40 years, Ayers Basement Systems has been our area's #1 solution for solid foundations and safer crawl spaces. The experts at Ayers provide permanent, proven solutions, so you can enjoy a more solid, more healthy, more valuable home. Call Ayers today.
Finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why. Get involved today for a better us.
This community is everywhere. It's everybody's community. Everybody needs to show and receive love, and really that's what this is all about.
Relationships matter so much. Wherever it is, on the street, at an event, get to know their name, connect with them, to have authentic conversation.
We all are helping each other, and that's what life should be about.
First place in the Lake Michigan Conference standings was on the line tonight as Boyne City hosted St. Francis in boys basketball. Both teams came in unbeaten in conference play. St. Francis's only loss all season was to Division I opponent Grand Haven, and Boyne City's only loss was in overtime to St. Ignace in the season opener. The Ramblers have reeled off 10 straight wins since that season opener. Early on, Jack Neer is open in the corner. He gathers and fires at home for 3. He scored 8 of his 10 points tonight in the first quarter. Later, it's Neer throwing it down court to Gavin Hewitt in behind the defense for the lay-in. 2 of his team-leading 15 tonight. It was all Ramblers early on, but here come the Gladiators in the second half. Wyatt Nausatis pulls up from the free throw line and knocks it down to cut the lead to 10. Later, Nausatis comes up with the steal, and he's in all alone for the easy layup. St. Francis down just 46-44, but the Ramblers wouldn't allow them to score again. They win it 50-44. After the game, the team reacted to the big win.
We just kept working every day in practice, trying not to get complacent. And we didn't play great on last Friday, and we wanted to come in here and show St. Francis that we weren't frauds and that we're the #1 team in the conference. I have not shot good in like 10 games. It's been horrible, and when the first one went in, I knew I was going to go. It's the confidence. You got to hit one before you can get going.
The Ramblers have another tough matchup with Elk Rapids coming up on Friday night. After an overtime win over Buffalo 10 days ago, the Central Michigan men's basketball team has scuffled of late. The Chippewas hosted Bowling Green tonight, hoping to snap a 2-game losing skid. Central Michigan has been dealing with the flu bug all week coming into this one. And the Falcons would take flight early. Brenton Mills gets the break. He goes up for the dunk. It's partially blocked, but still drops in for Bowling Green. Late in the first half, off the rebound, Chippewas get a run out, and Max Marley goes up for the slam dunk for CMU. But right back down the court comes Bowling Green. Leon Ayers III hits the corner 3 to beat the buzzer. Falcons up big at the half. Chippewas try to make a run in the second half. Nice reverse layup by Jesse Zarzuela here. He led CMU with 24 points. At the other end, Bowling Green putting an exclamation point on it with a big dunk by Rashawn Agee plus the foul. Bowling Green beats CMU 83-61. Sault Ste. Marie is 8-2 this season and won its last game by 76 points. Traverse City West was tasked with trying to slow the Blue Devils down tonight. The Titans are just 3-10 this season, but came into play having won 2 straight. Inbounds play for the Blue Devils with the ball eventually getting in Hannah Marr's hands. She banks it home for the first points of the game. Moments later, Marr feeds Claire Erickson. Nice turn to the basket, and she lays it in. The give and go between Erickson and Ella Marchand works perfectly as the layup gives the Blue Devils a quick 6-0 lead. Then, Kenzie Bell finds Laura Innerebner, make it 10-0 Sault Ste. Marie. Mallory Smith drives hard to the basket and puts the Titans on the board for the first time, but the Blue Devils roll to another big win, 46-23, the final. Brimley hosting Cedarville Detour started the third quarter. Elizabeth Johnson with a nice move across the lane and scores. Bays up 5. Then Taylor Williams steals the ball in the backcourt, lays it in for the Islanders. Lily Plowman squares up for the long pull-up jump shot and knocks it through for Cedarville Detour. Then off the missed 3 by Williams, Lily Fisher is there for the board and put back for the black and white. Bays need some offense, and Ciara LeBlanc provides it with the drive in for the layup, but the Islanders head back home with a 47-41 win. The Brethren Bobcats have won more games this year than they have in any season since 2018. Not to mention, there's still a month left in this season. More on the Bobcats' fantastic start next on Sports Extra.
Trust them with a car.
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
Many times, injured workers are left with permanent injuries or restrictions that prevent them from returning to their jobs. At J Trucks & Associates, we help those who have been seriously hurt on the job, recovering millions of dollars for injured workers in Michigan. Don't assume you don't qualify just because the insurance company says so. Call us for your free consultation. Your family is counting on you. J Trucks & Associates, when you need justice.
Creating healthy meals is hard work, chopping and grating. Just think of all the time it's taking. What you need is Nutri-Slicer, the super easy way to make nutritious meals every day. Just lock Nutri-Slicer to your counter to slice, chop, and grate with total control. Nutri-Slicer makes family-sized chopped salads in no time. Finally, grate cauliflower, your favorite low-fat cheese, and veggies. You can get the complete Nutri-Slicer system for just $19.99. Order today and we'll even ship your entire order free. You get all this at incredible value. Order now.
Bring the art of fine dining right to your own kitchen with some help from Mission Point Resort and 9&10 News. Every week, watch Meals on Mission Point with Mission Point Resort's executive chef, John Clemens, as he shows off his culinary expertise by sharing seasonal farm-to-ferry recipes and cooking tips you won't want to miss. Meals on Mission Point airs every Wednesday and Thursday on 9&10 News. Plus, you can find each week's recipe on 9and10news.com and on mynorth.com.
Can we really trust them with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
Just over halfway through the girls' basketball season, contenders are beginning to emerge, and that includes the Brethren girls' basketball team. The Bobcats came into play last night with a perfect 13-0 record. But Brethren suffered its first loss of the season at the hands of McBain NMC last night, 35-30. Despite that setback, the Bobcats are hungry to prove their strength over the remainder of the season. And with no seniors on the roster this year, they're building and learning from each and every experience.
We all played really well tonight. It was just, that was a good team to lose to. So I think we like my coach said, she said our losses are what show who we are as a team and are you as a person. So I think we can take that and build up from this loss.
You never want to overestimate yourself. So it was crazy to get 13-0. I think it's been a long time since our school's been in there. So we still want it. We don't want that number to get any bigger. So we got to reevaluate and look at our team and say, hey, this is what we need to do, and we're going to do it.
Brethren is an honorable mention in the latest Division IV state rankings released yesterday. The Red Wings had dropped 4 of their last 5 entering play tonight, but a good chance to get back on track against a San Jose Sharks team that's near the bottom of the Pacific Division standings. We pick it up in the second period. Dylan Larkin with a wrister from the point that somehow squeaks through. Red Wings up 1-0. Late in the period, it's all tied up again until Michael Rasmussen puts the Red Wings back in front. Time winding down in the period, the Sharks launch a barrage of shots at Ville Husso, and eventually Logan Couture gets it through from a tough angle. It would head to overtime, tied at 2. Off the draw, it's Rasmussen right in on goal. He can't get it to go, but Andrew Kopp is right there to put it home for the win. Red Wings win a thriller 3-2 in overtime. That's it for us. Thanks for watching Sports Extra. Be sure to check out the latest episode of the season with Lake City Girls Basketball out now on 9and10news.com and on our social media channels. The Trojans went 2-0 last week against their 2 biggest rivals and have a big game against Everett tomorrow night. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is next. Have a great night.